This is what you shouldn't do in Mexico! Before starting the video, I want to invite you to our social networks. We have Facebook and Instagram. All the links are in the description box. According to the World Tourism Organization for 2017, Mexico is the most visited country by tourists in Latin America, attracted by its natural beauties, cultural treasures, and adorable people. But before visiting this amazing country, you should have in mind a series of tips that would surely help you to have a better trip. Take into account that many of them are recommendations from other travelers. So if you're going to travel to Mexico, do not make the following mistakes. And without further ado, let's get started!
Let's get it started!
Mexicans are used to eat a lot of spicy food. They are experts on it. So if you come from a culture where that is not very common, you should ask if the food has chili. If the answer is not, you can eat it without problems. But if the answer is yes, be careful! One of the most common mistakes is to ask if the food is spicy, because the answer will be probably no, it's not. And you can end up with a mouth on fire. Because the mild is spicy for Mexican, for you might be worth drinking a lot of water to pass the spiciness. So don't ask if the food is spicy, ask if it has chili. Tequila and mezcal are two flagship drinks of Mexico, and they are not just any drink. So it's best before you know them to respect them.
The second batch is good.
It is recommended that you be careful when consuming them, because you could lose control easily. As you can already realize, here in Mexico, many things are intensely strong. In Mexico, like other countries in Latin America, the inhabitants are usually warm and friendly people. Surely they will approach you more than you think it's proper, and that can cause you some uncomfortable feeling. But do not take it personally. They are like that. They are all family and good energy, it's in their DNA. Also, you should know that Mexicans are huggers. The famous fast food restaurants are in every place you visit. What you are not going to get outside of Mexico is its authentic and original local food. So enjoy it! It will make you fall in love and will possibly be your new favorite food, if it's not already.
Come on, finish your enchilada.
You will be in a culinary paradise acclaimed worldwide. So try all the traditional dishes and typical food. Let's take the example of tacos, one of the gastronomic flags of this country. These are sold on the street like hot dogs in the United States.
They're just, they're ground beef smileys.
Those are tacos.
Excuse me, Mr. Mexico.
But you must be careful. Select only those that you see in high demand. Not only because they surely have a better fame, of course taking care of your health, but also because they are possibly good tacos. Mexican food is famous for the mentioned spicy, fat, condiments, and other series of characteristics. So if your stomach is not so strong, it's better to be cautious. If you will not want to be visiting the doctor or wasting time being sick. Yes, we know it's a delicious gastronomy and you want to try every dish, but take it easy. Perhaps in your country, you already have the practice of drinking water directly from the tap. Well, this is not recommended in Mexico, because the water is not drinkable, unless they indicate it, but the probability is low. So it's recommended that you buy bottled water or some soda to quench your thirst. Each country handles a group of words in a very particular way, and the same occurs in Mexico, as the curious case of time. For example, now is not the same as saying right now. And when talking about a while, there is no estimate. Everything is very relative. It's part of the Mexican charm. Punctuality is not their thing. So yes, you must be prepared to wait a while. Tourist traps are establishments that have been created or designated with the aim of attracting tourists and their money. And in Mexico, there are also these establishments. So it is not recommended to eat or buy in the historic centers. It is better to walk a few blocks away from them or buy from the locals. You will surely find cheaper prices. This might be a bit difficult for you. It will depend on where you come from. But the truth is that some Mexicans take advantage of tourists to get the most money from them.
Oh my God!
So wherever they offer you, this type of people will want to charge you more than they should. The suggestion is to not attract so much attention, and do not trust people approaching you suddenly and persistently. And try to learn to detect these profiteers that unfortunately are all over the world. If we talk about Mexico City specifically, one of its most questionable points is the traffic. And driving the Mexican style is a test that you better avoid.
I've never gone this fast before!
It is best to use the metro with their respective precautions or hire a taxi or an Uber. Yes, when you visit a restaurant or a hotel, it is essential to leave a tip. Although according to the Federal Consumer Protection Law of Mexico, it's not in the duty to leave a tip. But the culture says otherwise. So it is well seen to leave some tip to the waiter or waitress, or for the maid or the hotel staff. Of course, depending on the quality of the service. Dollars are accepted at most places, but the exchange rate will be lower, and you will be ending paying more. So try to exchange your dollars before traveling, to get a good deal and to get more pesos for the dollar. And always try to have some pesos with you. Do not get carried away by the stereotypes that are sold to us in the media. Mexico is one of the most developed countries in Latin America. So that image that many have of a country full of donkeys, cactus, people with mustaches and hats, it's nothing more than a mere fantasy. Mexico's infrastructure will surprise you. Even if you are in a great country like Mexico, you are still in Latin America, a regrettable territory that has crime. So it is advisable to go out without valuable or very striking things, to avoid having an unpleasant time in one of the most beautiful places on the planet. If you plan to visit Mexico, we have more videos which may be helpful for your trip. Check our channel to find each and every one of the videos that we have published. And subscribe! And thank you for watching!